Up next, the Thunder taking on the Lakers. For the Thunder, the best record in the NBA. And it's no accident. An elite team that expects to win every time they take the floor. Lakers, Thunder, coming up next, right after this. It's live coverage of the NBA on Monday night. Thank you for joining us here on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Tim Legler and Greg Anthony. And our reporter on the sideline tonight, Allie LaForce. All right, a chance to check out stats for Chet Holmgren.
And guys, I think the grind of the season is catching up with him a little bit. It comes across in his rebounding numbers. Over the past 5 games, they've taken a tumble. He seems to be wearing down a bit. Maybe tonight, though, he can get his legs back.
Now the opening lineup for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Holmgren plays at the 4 with Hartenstein at the center spot. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the 3 slot. And for Los Angeles, we've got Jake LaRavia. LeBron James is out there with DeAndre Ayton. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Smart in at the 2. Fans have been waiting for this one, Tim. Always fun to see the marquee names go head-to-head.
Well, it's exciting to see these guys out here for sure. You want to test yourself against the very best that this league has to offer. That's what we're going to get. It's time to see how they stack up.
You always want to measure yourself, don't you? Where you are individually and as a team, am I correct?
No question about it. Wow, that is so quick by Shea on the catch and the release.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And with the depth of this Oklahoma City Thunder team, Tim, who's an impact player on this roster that might fly a little bit under the radar?
Yeah, Kevin, I think it's Aaron Wiggins. I look at a guy that in any other situation, might be able to average 15 to 18 points a game, but in Oklahoma City, he has sacrificed shots and minutes to be part of a winning team, and he competes every night.
He does indeed. He makes 1 of 2 that time.
The feel LeBron has for the game, unreal. Whatever situation he finds himself in, he always seems to have an answer. Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Well, with that kind of success, I imagine they'll continue to be aggressive inside.
Williams attacking, tries it from 9, and it's wide right, puts off the rim. Thunder coming to this one after the win against the Utah Jazz. Down low. And it's Ayton missing. Well, Thunder have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Pushing it up. A good finish at the rack off the slick feet.
They start that play with aggressive defense, finish with aggressive offense.
And that's why coaches hate live ball turnovers. Quite often, they lead to great opportunities the other way.
And the dunk by Hartenstein.
It's a luxury to have a guy like Hartenstein on the offensive glass, always ready to collect and then finish off on those missed shots.
LaRavia with it. He's guarded by Williams. And that one's good. LaRavia.
Great idea to get the secondary scores involved early. This helps keep everybody engaged.
And it gives the defense a lot more to think about.
Williams has gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. And it's James missing. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Here's Williams. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton.
Well, the defense was daring him to take that shot, and it paid off.
And it's LaRavia missing. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. The last encounter was in Oklahoma City.
In the last meeting of these two teams, they were really sharp defensively, disrupting the flow of their offense and causing a ton of turnovers.
They had relentless pressure on the ball handlers. It made them feel uncomfortable, and I'm sure they're going to try to replicate that in this one.
Yep, it counts. Ayton's got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, that is just great effort by Ayton on the offensive glass. He did not give up on that possession.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. And this group reaching a major milestone this season, notching their 50th win in their last game.
Hey, you love to ensure a winning season, and most NBA teams, even great ones, consider this a major accomplishment.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
In this league, you run whenever you can. It's so much easier to score in transition.
And the Thunder with the possession here. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Well, J.J. Redick had a few moments to share with me. We talked about Jalen Williams and what he wanted to see from his team defensively against him. He told me we just have to be aware of where he is at all times. The second you lose sight of him, that's enough for you. We all got to be on the same page. It seems like Williams will be a central focus for them tonight. Guys, back over to you.
All right, Allie, thanks. Here's Williams following the basket by LeBron James. Pulls up on the wing. The shot's good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, the defense is going to try to shut down certain things, but it's impossible to deny everything. That's a skilled play right there.
Kennard, the pass to James. Here's SGA.
SGA left no doubt on that one. Throws it down.
The Lakers trail. We know about Holmgren's exceptional play defensively, but Tim, talk about his offensive game.
Well, he's incredibly versatile, Kevin. He can score down low. He can handle the basketball, shoots the three, and I'm not talking about standstill shots. He has the mobility to even come off screens. He's stacking up the missed shots right now. He needs to find another part of his game that can help his team.
And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in free. As the playoffs near, let's take a look at the Western Conference standings. You look at the Thunder. They've got their eye on the #1 seed as the season moves into the final stretch. Currently first place in the standings, and guys showing no signs of letting up. And, of course, the Lakers, just a couple spots back.
And I think for the Lakers, they're in a good spot. Looking to generate some momentum heading into the playoffs. I don't see them resting anyone. They want to finish strong.
Dort finds Gilgeous-Alexander. It's up a three. Dort misses. Los Angeles is gone just 1 of 4 from 3.
Wow! Look out!
And what an explosive finisher LeBron is, rocking the rim whenever he goes up like that.
And a good-looking view of that throwdown from the AT&T Connected Cam. The Thunder shooting 39% in the early minutes of this game. Holmgren outside. Crafty move. Here he goes. Makes a fantastic move and nails the shot.
We've all fallen in love with the three-point shot, but that is how the game was designed to be played. Down low, get close, open looks.
Kleber, a three-pointer, no good. The Thunder with the lead. Here's Williams, and Williams slams it in.
Man, Jalen Williams auditioning for the dunk contest. That was nasty.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
James, the pass to Kleber. And Kleber slams it in.
And that's exactly the type of pass we expect from a guy with his vision.
And so here is Oklahoma City. Here's Williams. And it's LeBron James with the rebound.
Well, coaches really appreciate when guys defend with that kind of effort. Just a fantastic job protecting the rim.
Now, here's SGA. He's got 6. Hartenstein inside. Kleber defending. Yep, that one goes. Hartenstein's got 6.
I am so impressed with the touch of Hartenstein. Basically, he's automatic around the rim.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. When your team is looking at a back-to-back, how do you approach the first game of the 2, Tim?
Well, I think you may go to your bench a little bit more early. Lengthen your rotation, especially if the game isn't all that close. You're not going to see any starters play heavy minutes in that situation.
Are you thinking as a coach we have a better chance against this team than that team? Does it ever enter that kind of conversation?
It definitely does, but it could also be a dangerous approach if you think there's a particular matchup that doesn't favor you in some way.
Vanderbilt's checked in for Los Angeles. And then for Oklahoma City. Williams, he's checked in for Hartenstein. Wallace comes in for Holmgren. And it's Isaiah Joe in for Dort.
And maybe the most storied high school player ever. It's amazing to think that LeBron's exceeded expectations at the pro level. That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Here's the drive.
And he sure can get off the floor.
He's one of the best in the business, absolutely. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 20-point beam for him in the win against Utah.
And he promoted team chemistry. That's how you do it, by moving the ball. Well, his team is up, and he's a big reason why. And it's a little easier to shoot when you know you've got an advantage on the scoreboard.
Now, here's Kennard. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Dallas.
But he also picked apart the defense with his passing. I mean, this guy can really read the floor.
Forget his height. For any size, LeBron is as good a decision-maker as we've ever seen.
And a wide-open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. Quick shot there, and it's off target. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by.
And, guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Now here's Williams. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Utah.
But he also had an impact as a facilitator, generating offense for others.
It's almost hard to believe that somebody can throw it down like that.
It's a small club, right, Greg? I mean, it's a pretty small club, that's
very
for sure.
Exclusive.
He can really rise up.
Yeah, the defense had no answer for that.
Now, here's Vanderbilt. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. In front of you now is the list of teams that haven't missed many shots at all since the All-Star break. The Lakers, number 1.
No doubt their offense has really hit its stride. I mean, they're making the extra pass and not settling for that first shot that presents itself. And you see that in their shooting percentage.
Wiggins is checked in for the Thunder. Mitchell comes in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And here's Mitchell from the arc. Vanderbilt with the rebound. And Los Angeles guys shooting well right out of the gates here at around 50%. Thunder shooting 44% overall here in the first quarter. Really left alone that time. And the Thunder lead by 4.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
It's good.
And the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
And now we go courtside for this story on DeAndre Ayton. Allie, what have they told you?
Thanks. I caught up with the head athletic trainer for the Lakers. He let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. And we know this type of injury can be a long road. However, the bright side at the moment is that they believe he may be able to play. Fingers crossed.
Thank you, Allie. We appreciate the update.
And I'm sure the training staff is doing everything they can to ensure he's back out there as quickly as possible.
Joe with it, guarded by Smart. Mitchell looking it over. And it's off from three-point range. Lakers trail by 4.
And some of what Smart gives this team doesn't always show up in the stat sheet, but he makes plays that help you win.
And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Thunder?
They're controlling the pace of this game, pushing the ball up court and getting good looks in early offense.
2 shots.
And I like how they've played defense, turning turnovers into points. Those are huge.
He's off on the first.
And no doubt he's a defensive anchor. Smart's competitive spirit, it's just contagious.
And some changes here for the Lakers. Jackson Hayes, he's checked in for Maxi Kleber. And Rui Hachimura subbed in for James. And he sinks the second. 1:06 left here in the opening quarter. Mitchell outside. Plenty of space. A rebound by the Lakers.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Takes the three. That one's in. His first shot this game.
Just solid with the jump shot. Hachimura helps your offense in a number of ways. In that case, spacing the floor. I'd say that shot is well within his range.
I would hope so. Now here's Wiggins. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Pass to Mitchell. Back to Joe. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Outside, Smart. Now here is Hachimura. And the dunk by Hachimura.
And proving to be effective around the rim. Hachimura leaving no doubt about that one.
Offline from the top of the key.
Right, it didn't go that time, but that's a shot he should feel confident in taking.
And the shot's good from Vanderbilt.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And so it's LeBron James making things happen for L.A. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We've got more in store for you right after this. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here. What have they been doing or not doing?
They're going to the bench early. They obviously knew what they were doing.
They needed a jolt from that second unit, and that's exactly what they got.
Here's James. So for Oklahoma City right now, Mason Wallace is out there at Holmgren. Then there's Isaiah Joe. Then there's Jalen Williams. And it's Mitchell in at the point. For Los Angeles, they have hit half their free throws in this one, going 3 of 6 so far.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1. So, Tim, here's a word you often hear teams talk about, and that's culture. How does an organization create the right culture?
Well, I think, Kevin, you establish core values, and then you make those non-negotiable. When everybody connects with that and connects to those values, you really have something special.
Holding on to the rope and pulling in the same direction.
That's what it's all about.
And what you love about Bronny James is his defense-first mindset. Whether he's at the point of attack or playing off the ball, he's a disruptor. Man, this guy is a scoring machine. I mean, I know I'm not the only one to describe him that way.
Here's LaRavia. That three off target. Had some space there after the little pump fake. Joe passes to Holmgren, and the dunk by Holmgren.
And given that Holmgren is 7 feet tall, he's a threat to throw it down at any time.
And that one's good, LaRavia.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
Yeah, I felt like they attacked, but with a purpose. They knew what they wanted to accomplish coming in.
You have to take advantage of opportunities. That's exactly what they did, and really, that's all you can ask for.
I mean, even he was surprised to be that open.
Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Mitchell passes to Holmgren. Shoots. And he gets the wicket. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls,
the previous play is under review.
is that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effective.
After review, the ruling on the floor stands.
I've been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands. It was made on the floor.
And you know, if the coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
James checked in for Vanderbilt. And a switch here also for Oklahoma City. Wiggins is checked in for Jalen Williams. Holmgren hits them both.
And something to like about Holmgren is his ability to run the floor. A 7-footer who can get up the court in a hurry and get to the rim before the D gets set.
Hachimura, no good. Thunder have gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the seventh. Joe passes to Wallace. And the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
Beautiful look right there. Led his man perfectly.
It's good, and the Thunder lead this them down to 2 as they get the bucket from James.
And nice touch from the inside. I'm a fan of when LeBron just burrows his way inside and takes advantage.
Now, here's Holmgren. He picked up 21 points in their last win against Utah.
And don't forget about the 4 blocks. Just a big all-around game, particularly on the defensive side.
Now James. After the missed 3 from Chet Holmgren. That's a floater go. And the rejection by Holmgren. Wallace the pass to Wiggins. And Wiggins throws it down.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
When every possession matters, your defense has to be better.
And that one's good. Hachimura.
The playmaking ability of James, his level of creativity in the pick and roll is simply phenomenal.
Mitchell kicks to Holmgren. It's good for his 4th bucket of the night. He's shooting 4 of 8. Lakers trail by 4. Outside, James. James cooking from deep.
LeBron won't hesitate if he finds a spot he likes behind the arc.
Here's Wallace, and the rejection by James. And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. 18 feet out. And, yep, finally dropped it, rolling around the rim. Hachimura's got 4 points now in the quarter. This tug-of-war game continues.
And, guys, that's lucky number 7 already in this game.
And here's Mitchell from the arc. Rebound the Lakers. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Let's call it what it was. They got overwhelmed. The matchups were just not in their favor.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Really makes the basics look pretty exceptional. Here's Hachimura. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%, 5 for 7. And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Tim is one of the most accurate three-point shooters this league has ever seen. Give us your top shooters in the game today.
Yeah, it's funny because you always say, well, obviously Steph, so it's almost like any conversation puts him in a different category. I obviously agree with that. I look at a guy like Damian Lillard with that unlimited range and his ability to pull up from anywhere. Even a guy like Trae Young, I would put into that category because of the range, Kevin. It just extends defenses so far.
What a waste. Big substitution here from the Lakers. Ayton, he's checked in for Hayes. Vanderbilt comes in for Rui Hachimura. Smart's checked in for LeBron. And it's Luke Kennard in for James. Then for the Thunder, Williams is checked in for Aaron Wiggins. Williams comes in for Isaiah Joe. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Mitchell. Now, here's Kennard. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Ball stolen. Laravia finds Ayton. Outside, Smart. Pass to Kennard. It's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. And here we go. Fast break. Wallace has got it. And he hits the button. And now it's a 3-point Thunder lead.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
And it results in the highest percentage look you're going to get.
Here's LaRavia. Misses the three. And he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize.
Well, his poor shooting hasn't helped them much, but you can't point the finger solely at him for why they're behind.
Total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely. And it takes an easy 2 points onto the lead.
And now this offense feels like they can just do whatever they want. Really tough quarter for him shooting the basketball.
Wallace, good. And it's Williams who picks up the assist. Wallace has got the lead up to 8 now for Oklahoma City. LA's on 1 of 4 from 3-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them.
And Smart doesn't go to the mid-range often, but he's an opportunistic scorer. He'll take any good look you give him.
Nobody near Williams. No good on the three. Lakers have gone 8 of 15 since we began the second quarter. Excellent shooting. Rebound by Wallace. Oklahoma City leading by 6. SGA into the lane. And the dunk by Holmgren.
Yeah, Holmgren saw a clear path, and he took it. You're not going to stop a guy with that kind of size.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thanks a lot, guys. Jalen Williams is all-purpose. Thunder coach Mark Daigneault said, "You really can't find a weakness in his game. His greatness is the cumulative effect of all the things that he does. Basketball is a complex game. You can't be good at just one thing and be a great player, but he is good at everything." Guys?
All purpose. Thank you, Allen. And the Thunder with some changes. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Holmgren. Dort comes in for Kenrich Williams. And it's Mitchell in for Wallace. And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. James checking in for the Lakers. Right now, let's have a moment to check out the NBA's best three-point shooters. Well, you look at Kennard, he's absolutely deadly from outside.
He is as automatic as they come from behind the arc, and that shooting ability makes him an option every trip down the floor. Hey, guys, this is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line. Perfect this quarter.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander, a screen on Smart. Williams passes to Dort. Just 5 to shoot. From deep is GA. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Tim, DeAndre Ayton was coveted as the #1 overall pick back in 2018.
Well, he moves so well for a 7-footer, and he's got great touch out to the mid-range. Kevin, his offensive game is special.
Here's Dort, following the basket by LeBron James. What focus by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And that's what separates Shea from other guards. He can absorb the contact inside and still finish.
Kennard finds James to the inside. Here's Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
Interior passing is so difficult if you aren't precise. They were right there. Nice work.
Williams against LeBron. Yep, that one goes in there. And it's 8 points here for Jalen Williams.
Yeah, and they're starting to warm up from the field this quarter.
Here's LaRavia. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down.
Well, it's not only been a rough quarter for him, but he's actually had a negative impact on his team's overall performance.
Growing up in Arizona, Jalen Williams, Jim, was not an elite prospect.
Well, most stars in this league were blue-chip recruits coming out of high school. But, Kevin, not Williams. He spent 3 years in college developing his game, and he has worked his way into an all-star.
Cason Wallace. He's checked in for Mitchell.
Well, he's still a young player in this league, but Jalen Williams has an impressive resume already, winning a title with the Thunder as their second-best player.
A power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. It's Gilgeous-Alexander with the drive. That's in. He's 7 for 12 now in the game.
And if SGA gets a step on the defense, it's over. Look how quick he is to the rim.
The Lakers moving the ball around. Laravia with the screen. Here's LeBron. The putback. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Hartenstein's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Hartenstein with the screen on Ayton. Shots good by Williams.
And let's not forget, J-Dub finished in the top 10 in three-point percentage. I say that puts him in an elite category.
Over to the wing. Ayton finds Laravia. Ayton a screen on George. Driving inside. Pass to Kennard. It's good, and the Thunder lead has come down to just 8 points with the bucket from James.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Out-guarded by Smart. Count that one. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 16.
And since the first quarter, we've seen them ease off on that long-range affair. And frankly, that's probably a good idea.
James, no good. And so it's Dort with it. He brings it up for the Thunder. Hartenstein passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here is Williams. Over LeBron. And stolen by Ayton. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. The Lakers have gone 6 of 9 at the line.
At the line for the Lakers, Luke Kennard.
And he knocks down the first. Los Angeles making a switch here. Hachimura's checked in. Alex Caruso. He's checked in for the Thunder. Both free throws good from Kennard.
And one of the responsibilities with being a great player is making free throws.
Outside Williams. That's his 6th field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11.
Williams is one of the most dynamic players we have in this league. That time really showing you his handle.
Pass to SGA. Williams looking over the floor. Drains it from beyond the arc. Williams has got the lead up to 13 now for the Thunder.
Was starting to stretch the floor. That's 2 triples for him this quarter.
Kennard, the pass to Hachimura. Goes up on the wing. Connects the jumper drop. Hachimura's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
And Williams is right there.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive basket can tell the story sometimes, can't they? And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. Allie, let's go to you courtside. What do you have for us?
I'm here with Mark Daigneault. Coach, how are you feeling about the offensive performance in that first half?
Pretty good. Obviously, we got to get them under control on the defensive end. I thought they played in a pretty good rhythm, but I thought our energy was good. I mean, we got to stack some stops first. We got to get them out of rhythm, but I thought our offense was pretty good. We moved the ball. We played the way we want to play.
You have to set the tone next. Thanks, Coach.
Allie, thank you for that interview. And now we're at halftime, and we'll be back to bring you more basketball after this.
Welcome to halftime. First up, let's check out what games are tipping off tonight. And swerving off topic for a moment, since this is the halftime show, I was just wondering, What was halftime like in the locker room back when you guys were playing?
I would never be checking my stats and figure out if I'm close to a double-double or not. That's something I would never do.
Yeah, he was trying to figure out if he's close to a double-double. He didn't know if it was rebounds and points early or a cheeseburger.
I'm talking about the cheeseburger. What are you talking about, Kenny?
And turning back to our first half, things going well, extremely well for the Thunder.
Some teams play fast and loose. These guys are aggressive, but also keep it tight.
Yeah, they've been efficient and effective, giving nothing away. And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Jalen Williams has been sensational.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
I wouldn't want to have to be out there trying to keep up with them. It's really difficult when he shows you this kind of energy offensively.
And so it's the Lakers with it, trailing by 13. They've got 8. Marcus Smart is out there with Kennard, and it's LeBron James, and it's LaRavia in at the small forward. That's J.J. Redick 5 as we get into the second half. Holmgren gets the bucket.
And great job from Holmgren. I like when he shows confidence attacking inside.
It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Hartenstein's got 13 rebounds in the game. Seeded. SGA against Kennard. Here's SGA. Up again. It's good on the putback. And the Thunder lead by 17.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
LeBron kicks to Kennard. Ayton sets the pick for Kennard. It's stolen by Hartenstein. Fast break. Here we go. Here's Williams. It falls for basket number 9 from the field. He's taken 14 shots to get there.
That brings them to 3 for 4, and the game plan seems to be working here early.
And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. Vanderbilt's checked in for Jake LaRavia. LeBron with it. Williams picks him up, and it's in there. LeBron's got 19 points.
And one of those players who will not be denied. LeBron's so strong inside.
Holmgren with a screen on Kennard. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It seems like Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Tim, has the ball handling and finishing package of a player 6 inches shorter. What he does at his size is really amazing.
Yeah, I think he has the offensive game of a shorter player because he thought he was only going to be 6'1". He got to 6'6". So now you've got this incredible array of shot making around the rim with a much taller player. That is a difficult combination to deal with.
So he had to readjust not only physically but mentally how he approached the game, correct?
Absolutely. It changed everything for his approach.
Here's LeBron. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Williams.
And LeBron used to getting hit. This is the level of attention this man attracts from the D.
And that one is so, Tim, and I can see it in my mind's eye. You won that three-point contest back in '96. What's the key to success in that event in particular?
Oh, yeah, what a great night. And I think, Kevin, there's a few things. First, I just think you've got to have a short, compact release because then you're not going to rush at the end to make sure you get all 25 balls up. But I also think part of it, for me, I got to shoot first after the warm-up introductions because I was still loose. I didn't have to sit there for 20 or 30 minutes during commercial breaks. I think that helped me win the title that night.
A little strategy. Williams for 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Vanderbilt's got 4 rebounds in this game. On the jam by LeBron.
Watch out. LeBron's on the move, and he's not going to be denied.
Let's see the connected cam angle on that stunning play, brought to you by AT&T. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Here's Holmgren. That one's not going to go. James with some nice D. Here's LaRavia. Off target from three-point range.
And at this point, the defense is daring him to shoot.
Here's SGA. And James pulls it down.
Well, he usually brings rain from there, but not this time.
Back to Smart. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. And LeBron throws it down.
Big night for LeBron. I mean, what's new?
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Outside, Dort wants to get into LaRavia and does. Inside, James crowbars it in.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
What a great sequence. You gotta love the effort. That's big time.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time.
And he can't let that get to him. He should have made it, but...
Whoa! What a play!
Yeah, Williams is going to post a big number tonight. They just don't know what to do with him defensively.
Vanderbilt against Holmgren. James.
He's done a great job filling up the box score, but so far it just hasn't been enough. He needs help.
Gilgeous-Alexander with it. LaRavia's there. Count it. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, that's why SGA has proven he's one of the most natural scorers in this league.
Here's LeBron. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throw.
Clearly a foul.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
They're looking to attack and transition every time down the floor, just wearing the defense thin at this point.
Yeah, they've clearly been the more physical team. And how about all those second chance points? What a concerted effort to pound the offensive glass.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Jackson Hayes, he's checked in for Ayton. Hachimura comes in for Vanderbilt. And it's Kennard in for Jake LaRavia. Lakers trail by 18. Oh, the jam by LeBron.
Still there. LeBron's athleticism never ceases to amaze.
Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Dort. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his 7th assist here tonight. Williams against Hachimura. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. It's Williams with the drive. Will not go. This is off the front iron. For Los Angeles, they've gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6-13 from the field here in the third. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. Oklahoma City leading by 19. He takes it in. Williams gets the bucket. Williams has got 9 points now in just the second half.
The defense just has no answers for him right now. Oh! That's as good as it gets. Woo!
And you love how physical LeBron's drive is. Not afraid to mix it up with the defense and be aggressive.
Here's SGA. And he drops in the layup off the glass. SGA's got 6 points in the quarter.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
And that confidence has carried over to tonight. He is playing great basketball.
Nobody near Williams. Nailed from three-point land.
3 points.
Williams has got 32 points. And so James will bring it up for the Lakers. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Hey, Kevin. The Lakers going out and acquiring superstar talent and Luka Doncic. LeBron James said, everything I do on the floor, Doncic has the ability to do it or even do it better. That's how great he is. Even at his young age, he's such a unique, special player. A generational talent. Guys, back to you.
They're clearly happy to have him. Allie, as always, we appreciate your reporting. Oklahoma City's got more than a 50% success rate on their three-pointers since halftime. They're 4 of 7. It's stolen by Hartenstein. And it goes down 2 points.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
The Lakers shooting 39% from the floor since the half. Not really what they had in mind. That one's up for him.
Well, he is doing everything he can offensively in this quarter, but unfortunately, it's a team game, and he can't win this.
I just count on my song. I ain't going to bed to this.